Hi everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss about the outage that was failed, that was faced by the AWS. So in our mind, what is AWS? AWS stand for the Amazon Web Services. What is that? It is a platform. It is one of the largest cloud platforms in the world. Okay. In which region is failed? Why it is called globally? Because it impact many services. Who is the main culprit? DNS is the main culprit. In coming slide I will discuss what is DNS, how it works. Okay, let's jump to the. Okay. So AWS massive AWS outage hits the global services. It started on 20 October 2025. When everyone's celebrated the celebrated for Diwali, then the AWS also celebrated its Diwali like DNS cracker. Who is the cracker here? DNS is the cracker here. Okay. Which region is affected? US East one. US East is totally down. Root cause. What is the root cause? It is due to the DNS failure. DNS failed. Okay. AWS reported increase the error rates. We can check the error rates and the notification on AWS Health Dashboard, where we can check this all the notification. We can check from the AWS Health Dashboard. It also the question of certification and the interview, where we can see the notification or the errors or even the events for the AWS. So we can easily check on the AWS Health Dashboard. Okay, impacted services EC2, S3, DynamoDB, etc. There is a multiple services impacted. Okay. Let's jump. Sorry. Okay. There's one slide, more slide for you. List of services. If you click on the list of services, there is a many list of services. DynamoDB, S3. No, there is a multiple services. And what is the event? List of events. Multiple services increase the error rates and latency on October 20th. In which region? East one. Start time, you can exactly find out the start time as well. And updated, where is updated? You can find each and every point here. There's a many types. Okay. I will make a one video explanation video on AWS Health Dashboard, how we can log in, how we can check each and everything. Okay, I will make an one. There's the many services. Amazon API Gateway, Calorie, Reason, Amazon API Gateway. There's a different. You can see there is a common reasons. Mexico Central, Canada. Okay, there is a different reason. You can check. So what the next topic, what we learned from here, from the architect perspective. Okay, we cannot rely on the single easy, not easy, single reason. I take a word easy. This is stand for the ability zone, not for the reason. Here I am discussing about the reason. Okay, single reason dependency is risky because many services were impacted because they rely heavily on the US East one. That's the reason. AWS most popular reason. Why it is called AWS most popular reason? I already discussed in this video. Always design a multi-reason redundancy. We can always prefer to the multi-reason, not depend upon the single reason. Okay. So use failure strategy and make it to work floats across the region. The simple word why we need a multi-region, that so if you use the multi-region, then you can easily distribute your load. No, you can distribute your workload across the region. Single DNS, I mean DNS is a single point of failure here. The root cause DNS failure, which create the service discovery and the communication as well. Because DNS, what is the work of DNS here? DNS communicate the, I mean inward you can call as the communications. Domain name system, it help to resolve the IP address, implement DNS failure, and consider using the external DNS for the critical services as well. I hope are you able to understand these points very carefully. Here I am breaking the DNS in the full picture. DNS is like an internet phone book. Phone book. In if you talk for the older days, there's a no phone. There's a one WL phone, and in old days, let's an example. This is home. I mean, if you talk about then in the broader way, this is a village. I'm just talking about the older days. Okay, there is some person who's a rich person, and there is a one phone. Okay, and there's a multiple homes under the village. Okay, and each person do, they reach out to their home and they called they saying they were saying that I'm not able to communicate with our elders brother or something, and I need to talk to him. So they easily pick out their phone book and saw their phone number and try to dial and try to dialing and take a further communications. So is like internet phone book. It translates the domain names like an example into the IP address to your browser can reach the correct server. If DNS fail, then user cannot access your website or services. Is the exactly scenario here on 20th October. Even if your server are running fine, if your servers are running fine, then still you not able to reach out, launch your services, launch your website because the DNS fail, because there is a DNS failure. Okay, so in AWS internal DNS system had a failure. Their internal services failed, meaning services could not resolve address like a dynamo.amazon aws.com. It's not able to resolve itself DNS, not able to resolve IP addresses. This caused the app the service to break, not because the server were down, but because they could not find out. I hope are you able to understand this point. Okay, let me check if there is any other slide for you. I think that's a